Hello there. Welcome to my thought for the day. 1 John 2, verse 15. A straightforward instruction here. There's nothing hidden, nothing secret, but it's tough. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in him. Do not love the world or the things of the world. Matthew 6:24 says, you can't serve God and mammon. You cannot serve wealth and God. There's a lot of parables and stories Jesus told which make it quite clear that being attached to the world or to things in the world, it is not compatible with following God and serving the Lord. Jesus himself did not own any property, never lived in his own house even. He demonstrated quite clearly that he didn't care much about the things of the world. The things of the world were what you needed to survive and to exist, but they were not important in the same way as human life was important to him. Quite graphic when you think about it. But this, do not love the world or the things of the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in him. We have to be wholeheartedly, when you think about that instruction, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all your mind, all your strength. It's everything. It's an all-consuming commitment. In other words, there's nothing in this world that you are more attached to than God. So you are willing to let it all go. It's a funny thing, really, isn't it? I mean, we often think about people who've lost everything in a flood or lost everything in a fire, and they are devastated because they are attached to so many of the things that were in the house that they lived in. People get very attached to, sentimentally and emotionally attached to things that remind them of people who are no longer with them, or remind them of events. There are many things in my house that I could say, oh, I know who gave me that. I know where that came from. You know, there's lots of things that we have that have an attachment for us. For example, here, I'm sitting here, and look at this fish. Beautiful fish, look. I know exactly when that was given to me. I was teaching at Lee Abbey, doing a series on Jonah. And one of the ladies in the free afternoon went into the town and she saw this and she gave it to me. She wanted something to say thank you for what she had, what God had blessed her with during the week that was focused on Jonah and the whale. And I'll always remember where I got that. We have things like that, don't we, in our house? Lots of things. But we must be aware of being too attached to the things of the world, because the truth is, we can't take any of them with us. We can't even take our wedding ring with us. It will stay here when we leave. Nothing. Everything in this world is going to disappear at some point in the future when the Lord destroys this world and creates a new heavens and a new earth where we will live forever. We must be careful not to be too attached to anything, because nothing is irreplaceable. We can replace things, and when disasters strike people, lots of other folk come with bits and pieces, spare this, spare that, extra things that they have in their house to help us out if we're in trouble. We see that. We see people helping a lot. You know, someone will come along and say, oh, I've got some chairs I don't need. Would you like them? And as a stopgap thing, they're great. We We can always replace the worldly things. What we can't replace is the investment we make in the kingdom. That we have to invest ourselves. We have to prioritize our lives right. Think about this. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in him. We do need to be careful about what we treasure. Jesus, do you remember Jesus said, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And Jesus told that story about the man who's a wonderful yield one year from his farm, from his fields. And instead of saying, well, who can I share that with? Who can I give that to who has less than I have? No, that wasn't his thought. His first thought was, oh, I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones so that I can store it all. And the Lord said to him, you fool, this night your soul will be required of you. He couldn't take it with him. But he had the wrong attitude to it anyway. What is the point of accumulating more and more and more stuff and more and more and more money? All we need is enough to live and survive. Any extra can be shared. You know, this world does not have a problem with production of food. This world has a problem about sharing. What we try and teach our children, many people have never learned. Many nations have never learned. No, you can't have that. That's mine. I'm not sharing it with anyone unless you pay me a huge price for it. This world was made to produce enough for everyone who lives on it. There's no shortage of water anywhere. Look at Pakistan. What we have is a problem about how to manage the water that we have. If we only all got together and worked on it together. But we don't. We don't have a sharing mind. We hold on to and we hoard what we have. Why? Because we're afraid there'll come a day when there won't be enough. But God has always promised to provide for us. He will provide for us. You will be provided for, even in this economic crisis we're going through at the moment. You will be provided for. Believe that. Don't put your trust in riches. Do not love the world or the things in the world. My thought for the day. God bless you. Have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.